So, Guy, what is your plan to murder your boss? Do you actually have like a premeditated plan?
No.
I
don't think.
Hi, listener. I'm PJ. I'm Wikipod. I'm Wikipod, and this is the PJ.
Now it's Wikipod.
Yeah. So before we started recording, Guy was discussing his want to kill his boss. So how do you feel?
All right. Well,
thanks for taking the piece of gum out of your mouth that you're just chewing into the microphone.
Yeah, that's added. That's like the flavor of the show. You know, like
the flavor is spearmint.
Is it? Let's see. That's quite.
I bet you it's spearmint.
It is spearmint. Yes.
God damn! I fucking called it.
Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah, we're doing good already. Yeah,
we're already on fire, folks. This is the Wikipod where we are literally on fire constantly. The world is on fire. There's a strange mist in the air. I'm pretty sure it's just fog because it's springtime.
Might be fire. There was fire. Ocean County was on fire.
That fire is out though, right?
Sort of. I think it's like 80% contained. I think it's still on fire.
Did we start the fire?
We didn't start the fire.
When did it start burning?
It was always burning.
Well, since when?
Since the world's been turning.
Damn. You know that song's just a rip-off of R.E.M's The End of the World as We Know It?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've talked about this before.
Yeah, but not on this episode. But
maybe
not.
I think definitely not on this
Billy Joel,
episode.
like Billy Joel doesn't deserve a lot of credit at all.
Well,
but to his credit, he said
he wrote Dookie.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he wrote Dookie. Billy Joel Armstrong, right?
Oh no. Anyway, Billy Joel
Armstrong.
No, Billy Joel from The Last of Us. Joel.
Last of Us? That video game?
Yeah, that's a show now. It's pretty good.
Is Billy Joel in it?
Yeah.
Is Mike Dirnt in it?
No.
What about Trey Cool?
I wish Trey Cool was in it.
Remember when they put out those 3 albums? It was Uno, Dos, and then Trey?
No, I do not remember that.
It was pretty clever. Do you remember any of the songs off of it?
Nope.
I don't think I've heard any of the songs off of it.
I limit my Green Day intake to Nimrod and
Warning.
No, and Dookie.
Which
is the greatest record. Dookie is one of the best pop punk records ever made, probably.
It's a fair assessment. I'm going to choose to disagree.
This is Axe to Grind, where we talk about...
I have an axe to grind with... no, we don't actually have an axe to grind. We have a victory lap to run, listener.
Yeah.
What's the name of that stupid podcast?
It's another podcast with this lady in it from The Good Place. Her name was Darcy or something. But The Good Place, great show. Highly recommend. Should watch it. Make you feel good about your life.
You watch it or you listen to it?
I didn't watch it's called The Wiki Hole. I didn't watch it, but it failed.
No, I'm talking about The Good Place. Is that a television show or a podcast?
Yes, it's a great television show.
Okay.
I think you should watch it too.
I'm not going to watch it.
Oh my gosh, it makes you feel good about yourself because
I don't ever. That's not possible. I was just listening to what song?
Gotta try.
I actually was like kind of making myself emotional in the drive down earlier. I listened to. Oh, fuck. I listened to this song by the Neptune Power Federation that my friend and former bandmate, Chris Penny of the band Private Function, he did guest vocals on the song, and it's a very, like, big, like, operatic, like, emotional song. And that made me want to listen to more songs within that same emotional vein, so I listened to Under Pressure by David Bowie and Queen.
Yeah, that's cool.
That gets an emotional reaction out of me, especially the end.
I don't know the lyrics exactly, but
it's like, why don't we give love one more chance?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't we give love? But then David Bowie comes in hard in the last verse and he's like, 'cause love is an old-fashioned word, and love dares you to care for the people on the edge of the night, and love dares you to change the way you think of ourselves. This is our last chance. And I'm thinking about that line, this is our last dance, like within the context of what's going on now. And this truly does feel, I actually stopped, I follow this account on Instagram, and it's not exactly like Source Forward. It's like a lot of, I don't know why I follow it because it's not like reputable for like news updates. But they said Israel conducted a tactical nuclear strike on Yemen. And I saw that. Nicole was telling me something pretty. I was talking to my beautiful, lovely girlfriend Nicole. Shout out Nicole, about something pretty important yesterday. And as I was like listening and being attentive and being a good boyfriend, I was scrolling through my phone, which is what you do. And that popped up. The words "tactical nuclear strike" popped up, and I said, "What the fuck? We're in a nuclear war right now." And I tried looking it up elsewhere, and there were people in the comments being like, a tactical nuclear strike is somehow different from a fucking regular one, and I was like, that doesn't sound right. Like, it's a nuke or it's not a nuke.
I mean, it's.
Well, I mean, I know the United States dropped bombs that contained depleted uranium on Iraq and Fallujah, and like,
yeah, those were like dirty, like not like.
Is it
homemade.
what's the difference between a dirty bomb? Because I remember dirty bombs like post 9/11 being talked about being like little suitcase nukes that were like. Not nukes per se, but they could cause nuclear fallout.
Their explosions, like,
is that what we did?
In Iraq, probably.
What's the difference between depleted uranium munitions and a dirty bomb?
So,
is
like,
it just semantics?
No, it's not.
This is an apolitical podcast.
So, like,
by the way. This is the WikiPod.
Yeah. So, like, one of those dirty bombs, the dirty bomb and the depleted uranium, like contaminated bomb, are the same thing. Yes, you're right. Okay. So it's like, but they're not the same as a nuclear bomb. Is a bomb that explodes from nuclear fusion.
Fission.
No, fission.
Well, no, it's not fusion.
Fusion is what we're trying to get to.
Well, no, fission is for nuclear energy. A nuclear bomb is what happens when there's a chain reaction from the nucleus of a radioactive atom splitting.
Yeah, fission. Yeah,
that's not fission.
That's what it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck, I'm dumb as shit, dude.
No,
I don't know.
It's the splitting of the atom, and the energy from the splitting of the atom creates the energy of the explosion.
Well, don't let them split you where the good Lord hit you.
I don't think a tactical nuke is any different from an like to say that we're not like if somebody uses a tactical nuke. We are definitely in what would be considered a nuclear war.
Yeah, so it seemed like it was like somebody was fast and loose with their terminology. Slightly good news though. Donald, our Lord
and Savior,
Papal Emeritus, Emperor, Lord God King, Donald John Trump decided today that we're not bombing Yemen anymore. So that's nice.
Thank God.
We're still.
Thank Trump.
We're still going to give direct material support to Israel and Saudi Arabia, though. So they'll keep bombing.
because we never stopped.
Yeah, they'll keep bombing Yemen, and Yemen will keep not giving a shit. It's crazy. And they actually broke through the Iron Dome and hit Ben Gurion Airport and killed some civilians.
Ooh.
It's crazy. Yeah, shit's getting fucking wild.
It's going to be an all-out war in the Middle East. We're going to war with Iran.
They're done a fucking all-out war in the Middle East.
I know, but
it's our fault. America's doing it. Dude, and Russia's doing it.
100%.
Everybody's doing it. Everybody's sticking their
fingers
fingers in the pie and coming up with crude oil stuck on their fingers. And that shit is impossible to get out from underneath your fingernails.
Did you like the Pope picture of Trump?
I didn't like the post, but I did comment on it in all caps. I said, I said, our culture is not your costume. Angry huffing emoji, Italian flag, and plate of spaghetti and meatballs.
I wasn't saying liked it as in like the physical act of liking.
It blew me away. I thought it was a parody account at first.
But
yeah, I don't get what the point is because there's a ton, there's a fuck ton of Trump supporters who are like dyed in the wool Catholics, and I'm like, dyed in the wool Catholics don't have good senses of humor. Like, this is gonna
they're
piss
terrible.
them off. Yeah.
Let me just tell you this, imagine a world I'm talking the perfect world.
Imagine a world
where Donald Trump wasn't like this awful human, and he was just hilarious like he is.
Where he'd be able to show up as a guest judge on Drag Race,
yeah,
where he belongs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's what he should be doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or So I was watching,
unironically too. Like Nicole's been watching a fuck ton of Drag Race.
Yeah,
and
Donald Trump would be a great judge.
Like if he showed up one day, like if you said alternate reality, Donald Trump never became president, never got into the birther thing, never got like super open about his politics.
He was just a cool president and not like a scumbag. You know,
if he was a cool president, he wouldn't be the president. They wouldn't let him be the president.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, they wouldn't let him do it.
I mean, like he's doing.
He's got to be. He's got to be a scumbag.
He is doing things they don't like showing.
He doesn't want to be. He wishes he could be a cool president.
They
won't let him though.
But I mean, he's like, he's unveiling all of this stuff. He's not changing any of it. He's just rubbing it in, like all. Yeah,
he kind of is coming. He's got the energy. I heard somebody use this metaphor, and I might have used it on this podcast. But he's got the energy of a dude with like who shit his sweatpants on a subway platform, and he's got like a sharpened toothbrush that will stab you, and he's just kind of like he's like darting around making quick movements and just like like speaking gibberish, and you're just kind of like, oh fuck, like I want to help this guy out, like he's in trouble, but also like he's dangerous, I'm gonna get hurt, or maybe I won't, maybe if I just like keep my distance. But then you're like, wait, I don't want to take my eyes off of him because I want to be aware of his movements at all times. Yeah. But I'm afraid to kind of like look too closely, because if we make eye contact, then he'll lock in and then he'll attack me with his sharpened toothbrush shiv.
Dude, like there was like this. I guess it was a press conference. There was this guy from The Atlantic who was like,
wait, thumbs up or thumbs down? The Atlantic. I don't read, so
like I do.
You read it, but it's thumbs up or thumbs down.
It's
just quick.
It's straight in the middle. It's
perfect. So it's exactly
it's apolitical.
It's the emperor sideways thumb.
Yeah, it's a sideways thumb.
We'll let the audience decide. Audience, email us. Let us know.
We did get an email from Dash. Thank you,
Shout out listener Dash. Thank you for emailing us.
Thank you for sending us an email.
We'll get you on the pod one of these days. I'll remember to text you before we start to record.
Back to my one anecdote about Donald Trump.
Anecdote.
Not
antidote.
I wish I had an anecdote.
You fool.
Anyway, back to it. Just the most apolitical take of ever of Donald Trump.
Donald Trump has a normal penis. That's a pretty normal
An Atlantic reporter was talking about how somebody gave him a phone number and said it was Donald Trump's phone number. So he called it. And he's like, he put it on speaker. And he goes, hello, and the voice comes in, hello, it sounds like Donald Trump. And he's like, hi, this is whatever his name was, like Ben something from The Atlantic. Is this Donald Trump? And literally, like clockwork, Donald Trump just goes, Ben, never wrote a nice thing about me, did you? Just started berating him about stuff.
Was that really Donald Trump, though?
Yeah, it was hilarious.
How do you know it wasn't just a good... This sounds like fake news to me. How do you know how do you know that wasn't just a spot-on impersonation? A lot of people do good ones.
I know a lot of people do good ones, but the reason I don't believe it was a impersonation, because it was I think it was in a reel on something by The Atlantic, fact-checked. Because they are a
well, you heard
journalist.
about Stuttering John's prank call to him during Trump won, right?
No, is it good?
No. Stuttering John's a buffoon. He can't do anything
so he didn't
right.
he
blew it. He pretended he called a bunch of numbers trying to get to Trump, saying that he was Senator. Now disgraced New Jersey Senator John Menendez. Because, Stuttering John, Menendez sounds similar.
Oh, okay.
And he got a call back from Trump when Trump was on Air Force One, and he taped the call, but instead of, like, being goofy or anything, he asked him about, like, real, like, actual, like, issues about, like, Supreme Court picks and just dog shit.
Why would
just
you
not
do that?
Funny at all. Didn't ask him, like, if he's ever...
Stuttering John, shout down.
Yeah, shout down. The only thing that made... I mean, we've talked about the Dabbleverse briefly on this show.
Yeah, we are part of it, aren't we?
No, we're not a part of it.
I thought you said that just by being, like, mentioning it...
we didn't get picked up by anybody. Nobody listens to this dog shit.
Yeah, that's...
And I kind of don't want to be a part of the Dabbleverse, to be honest, because
cool, that's fine. Yeah. I mean, I want to be part of some verse, but whatever.
I mean, as a couple of, like... aging centrist boomers ourselves, like the Dabbleverse is like populated with dudes exactly like us, aging centrist boomers who think they're centrist, but they're really just a bunch of like weird transphobic fascists who's like comedy, like whose basis for understanding what comedy is literally just South Park and Family Guy. Like that's all they understand.
Couldn't have described this better.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's us to a titty.
To a titty, perfectly.
To a titty.
To a ditty.
Diddy watch.
Yo, shit happened.
Dude.
Lots of shit happened.
What happened?
Dude, it was on NPR. They had a whole segment about Diddy.
Shout down NPR.
Why?
Zionist.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah. You know that. You listen to NPR.
I listen to NPR pretty heavily, actually.
Yeah. Tiny Desk concert, however.
Some of them are really good.
Fantastic. Yes.
I like the Turnstile Tiny Desk. I really
good.
love the Olivia Rodrigo one where she did Vampire. Oh my God, that song's sick.
Hell yeah.
Every Olivia Rodrigo song is sick. I'm
What's the best one though? Vampire?
Vampire's really good. I think the best one is what's the one Brutal is so good.
Brutal.
It's a ripoff of the Elvis Costello. I can't remember. What is it?
Oh, Radio.
Radio. Yes.
Or no, it's Jack It Up. What is it?
Jack It Off. Yeah.
Jack it off until you can't feel it. Jack it off until you can't feel it. You ever do that where you're just like you're on a masturbation marathon, then you're just like, I think I'm doing permanent damage to my penis.
No.
Really?
No.
Wow, you haven't lived, brother. You haven't experienced true depression. Where you're just like, I need to feel something. And then it gets to the point where you don't feel anything anymore, and you're just like, I don't think my penis is ever going to be the same after this marathon.
Oh, God.
It's just a fucking nightmare. It's just weird and misshapen.
Yeah.
Yep. And it loses its turgidity, and it'll never come back.
Elon, man.
Elon. So what the fuck happened with Diddy?
Diddy has now got more charges brought up on him. A lot more charges against minors. A broader defined what is it? Commercial sex exploitation.
Damn.
It was pretty.
Free him. I said, I'm changing my tune on Diddy. Free him. He didn't do it. It's all bullshit.
Well, I mean, yeah, he probably. I think he did it. I'm almost positive.
Deep fake.
I mean, that's
AI,
possible
not
too.
real. Fake news.
I should have saved it, but the list of people that are on his on the witness list is amazing.
Is Jay-Z gonna take the stand?
Jay-Z's on the list.
No shit, I was just kidding about that.
No, yeah, Jay-Z's on the list. Some LL Cool J, I think, is on the list. There's like a whole bunch of like weird people on the list.
Where are you at with Deep Blue Sea?
Oh, I love it.
Great movie.
Excellent movie.
Nice. Or I think that concludes Diddy Watch. We don't have to talk about.
Yeah,
Diddy
we
anymore.
like seriously don't. A lot happened. Yo, look it up yourself, motherfucker. I don't
or you know what? The next episode that we bank, if we feel like banking another one, I really want to watch Windy City Heat. That's the main reason why I came over. I've been like obsessed with Perry Caravello lately.
I don't know what that is. I've never heard it or seen it and know nothing about it and didn't look it up. Don't tell me. I want to go in blind.
Going in blind. Nice. Well, anyway, listener, it's up for free on YouTube. The name of the movie is Windy City Heat. It's from 2003, and I can't recommend it enough. If you want a really good laugh, like, it's the way to go.
I think the last like 3 movies that me and you watched together, I went in blind, and I was just totally stoked. And
Michael Clayton, oh my gosh, I'm so stoked that you enjoyed that.
That movie was great.
I knew you'd like it.
But I love I really enjoy legal thrillers like that, and I also like procedural legal thrillers.
Well, that's not even so much procedural because
it wasn't. It was just
it's filthy. It's a filthy, dirty look at like business and like how the relationship between business and the law firms that sort of protect them, and how fucking filthy that can be, and how horrible and horrid.
It was
horrifying.
It was a great legal movie.
I'm a big Tilda Swinton.
I like Tilda Swinton fan too. I think though, Rain Man. I think there's so many good legal movies that are.
Rain Man's legal. I thought that was
about
gambling.
Rainmaker.
I don't know Rainmaker.
It's a Grisham adaptation with
with
Danny DeVito and Matt Damon.
Sick.
So good.
I just saw a picture recently of Danny DeVito. Fuck me
Should've won
in
an
the
Oscar for
fucking
that, actually.
eye socket. What the fuck is it? It's Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and a third guy. I can't remember who the third guy was.
Twins or junior?
No, this is like recent. Like this is a recent photo.
Oh.
Danny DeVito, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and a third guy. Oh, Christ. Oh, fuck. It's some political guy. I can't remember who he was.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's political.
Tony Blair, I think it was.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was
That's
insane.
weird.
Weird as shit.
That is
weird combo.
That's a weird I mean, not...
Yeah, you got Bernie...
Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger is a great combo.
Yeah, you got... fucking... compassionate, conservative Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I mean, he's
DeVito.
considered a liberal at this point.
No.
No?
Well, I mean, that's because the needles move so much, but he's a conservative.
That's what I mean.
He's a conservative, yeah. I mean, that's the thing is that we've moved the consensus, like, I'm using heavy air quotes, listener.
heavy
air quotes. Center is, like, just completely in the right now, like, in every way, shape, or form. So terms like right and left are fucking stupid. That's why we're an apolitical podcast, even though ostensibly, if you actually were to ask us where we are on the political spectrum.
In the center.
Dead center.
With Liz Cheney.
Yeah, but we believe in murdering CEOs and the proletariat seizing the means of production.
Yeah,
and
I don't see
healthcare.
how that isn't a centrist belief.
What?
Murdering CEOs and
that's centrist.
Yeah, centrist and free healthcare for everybody.
Yeah, free healthcare,
free housing for everybody. Like the ability
free
to
housing,
live,
free healthcare, which includes dental.
Yeah, you have to be able to eat. Dental is so important.
Well, it's not even that. I don't know, listener. I thought that this was. I thought this was like information that like I just didn't acquire because like whatever. But like I was talking to Nicole about dental care last night, and I was talking about like it wasn't until I was like out of high school that I learned about how important like your dental care is, because the plaque that builds up in your gums can seep into your bloodstream and raise the plaque in your arteries and cause a fucking heart attack or a stroke. And I was like, she like looked at me, she was like, wait, seriously?
Holy shit.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, fuck, dude, you know? Like it's
a
scam. It's a scam that dental care is fucking separate from healthcare. Hey, guy, speaking of different categories of care for your body, what's your category for this week, motherfucker? Can you add like a reverb effect to that?
I'll try.
Thank you.
I'll try. I mean, like I can't promise anything because I'm lazy.
What's your category this go around? My
category for this go around. I'm trying to win so I don't have to read because I'm tired and I hate reading.
Yeah, fuck reading.
Like I don't want to do British shit because like I feel like that's like kind of like it just ruins it for everybody.
It sure does.
And we've hit British shit so much stuff. I'm gonna say let's go. Let's punk as an idea.
Love it.
All right.
I hope that registered on microphone.
Baba Booey.
I pressed the button that said Baba Booey. All right, so punk. Just in general, could be fashion, could be attitude.
Fashion, could be punk, it could be an attitude.
And listen, as experts,
it's broad.
As experts on punk culture, you
and I,
we will be able to determine if something's punk as fuck. Like it'd be something that predates the punk movement. But if it's like, say, for example, like Sacco and Vanzetti, punk as fuck. Anarchists.
I have no idea about that.
Nobody knows about Sacco and Vanzetti. You're part Italian, and you don't know about the storied the rich cultural history of the Italian American.
I hope that we get that for a Wikipedia article because I want to learn more now. It's just
Sacco and Vanzetti were falsely accused of some kind of like act of violence, and they were killed, but they were persecuted because of their not only rigid anarchist political action and political beliefs, but also they were persecuted ethnically because of their... I didn't pick a category yet. I hope you didn't pick an
I'm not picking a thing. I'm just saying my ringer was on, and we got lucky.
Nice. Well, you know what? Luck is 99% of the battle, in my opinion. I think luck covers all blah, blah, blah. My... category will be I don't know, electronic equipment. Who gives a shit?
Ooh, I like that. That's a good one.
Who's picking?
I'm already on it, so
nice.
I'm going.
Pick
Ready?
away. What you got?
Hell yeah. We got the best fucking one we've ever got. This is going to be a great episode.
Is it long?
45 millimeter anti-tank gun M1932.
Holy fucking
boom!
Yo!
Yes!
Weapons pod.
Yup. Let's go.
Boys, we fucking did it. We finally did it.
We got a
Weapons
good one.
pod.
Oh, it's got pictures. Okay.
Wait,
I'm just sending it to you.
Oh my god, this is so fucking. I love guns, dude. Do you like guns?
Dude, yeah. It's about time that like us centrists embrace guns.
That's the thing. There's not enough red-pilled manosphere podcasts such as ours where we're discussing weaponry and guns and war history. Neither of us got the category, which is fine.
Yeah, totally fine.
Not even mad a little bit. There's no electronics that goes into this.
No, this is not an electric thing. Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm gonna say it's punk as hell, but it wasn't designed to be. Punk.
No, this is
a weapon of
punk.
Yeah.
This makes punk like fucking.
This is a device to keep the proletariat down. But once we get one,
who used it? No, it's a Finnish tank. Place of origin was the USSR. This is a weapon of the working class.
Okay, cool. I want one then.
Absolutely. So we got 45 millimeter anti-tank gun M1932, parentheses 19-K. The 45 millimeter anti-tank gun model 1932, factory designation 19K, and GRAU index 52-P-243A. Was a light, quick-firing anti-tank gun used in the interwar period and in the first stage of the German-Soviet War. It was created by Factory Number 8, which was located in Korolyov City under the leadership of engineer V. Bering.
Hell yeah.
This
thing
fucking rocks.
This thing is for killing Nazis.
Dude, no, it's for killing it says the
German Soviet
interwar period, which I'm assuming has a lot to do with Cold War.
Really?
Possibly.
Oh, we'll see what context is because
I know produced from 1934 to 1930. No, this is for killing Nazis.
Yeah, because like I think I honestly think it was
this is what they
this is when the Nazis invaded because they were because Russia and the Nazis had a loose
No. It was a full blown alliance at first at the beginning of Nazi aggression. During the Second World War, when they instigated the Second World War, but they broke the truce and invaded
the Nazis
Russia.
Did.
Yeah, the Nazis did.
And then they got tank busted.
Yeah, they got tank busted, and then they got their
tank gun,
and then they got their shit pushed in by the USSR, and it was fucking sick. Shout out the USSR in World War II.
I mean, but shout down Stalin.
Fuck you.
What?
He fucking he
killed millions of his people.
No. Shush. Listen, we're not going to talk about that. What we're going to talk about specifically is Stalin in the years 1934 and 1937. You know what he was doing? Fucking killing Nazis and liberating concentration camps.
We'll talk about that.
Berlin fall.
I know. All right, cool.
Listen, we're Americans. We're American citizens. We were taught basically that Americans were the ones that won the war. You know what we did? We went in there.
We showed up and took pictures.
And we showed up and then, liberated a handful of people, but a lot of the people we liberated were Nazis and used them in Operation Paperclip and got them out of the hands of the Russians who were going to turn them into fucking horse food. Like
it sounds disgusting actually. Horse food those horses would not have been eating good.
I don't fucking know. There was a bad metaphor that I thought of. I just love the idea of dead Nazis. That's all.
Yeah, I mean,
that's all I think
it's
about.
Cool.
Dead
all
Nazis.
Right, we got a table, and first off, on this table.
Sorry, not to get it twisted though. Free Palestine.
Oh, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
fuck Nazis and fuck Israel.
If we could give these anti-tank guns to the Palestinians,
we're not. That was a funny joke you made about providing material support to Hamas. Something we would never do.
Anyway, wait. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I gotcha.
Yeah.
Anyway,
listener, that was the sound of me winking. NSA agent. We haven't talked to our NSA agent in a while. We haven't talked to him since the Brandon years.
Oh man. Remember the Brandon years?
It was bad too.
Was bad.
It was also bad.
Very bad.
I was about to say simpler time, but I was like, no, it was.
I find
not as like fucking insane as it is now, but it was also pretty bad.
No. Listen,
yes.
I find that like not much has changed between the Brandon years and the Lord and Savior Trump
materially.
years.
Yeah,
I think that one was more complicated, and the other one is simpler. But the other one that was more complicated was less like painful, and this one is simpler but more painful.
Oh wait, to go back to your point before. Sorry, I wasn't listening to you. But
yeah,
the people that Stalin killed in gulags. You know what Russians he was killing?
Nazi Russians.
Nazi Russians.
Okay,
yes.
well,
And Nazi sympathizers. Yeah.
I mean, he also did the what's it called? Institute a famine into.
Yeah,
Ukraine.
he did that on purpose. No, it was
to kill private property. I understand.
No,
it
wasn't to kill private property. There was a blockade and there was an embargo placed on the USSR, and so famine happens. And the reason why they weren't able to get food was because the USA implemented a trade embargo.
Yeah. There was
it's the same reason why Cuba's impoverished to this day.
I know,
and in spite of a naval blockade and embargo, which is still in place and strengthened by Trump 1, they still thrive and are still doing better than they were when they were underneath the fascist dictatorship of Batista.
All of these histories, like I know that there's an evil empire and it's America is perpetuating.
We're the baddies. We're the
bad
baddies.
guys.
Yes.
But anything and any person in power with any sort of wealth and control is the bad guy, no matter what.
And that Stalin, guy is
not
Stalin.
He's not.
I refuse to acknowledge that Stalin was a bad guy.
Okay. Well,
come at me, listener. Decide for yourself. Am I joking or not? When I was in high school, I'm not kidding. I wrote a positive paper about a like multi-page report on Joseph Stalin and his life of consequence, and I got an A+ on it.
Anyway, so we got this really cool picture of this anti-tank gun.
That was used to kill Nazis.
Turned
Panzer tanks into fucking crunched up fucking beer cans. Pal.
It's a really cool, it's got bicycle wheels.
It's got wheels.
It's got a big gun.
Got a big old dripping hog sticking out the center of it.
Yeah, and
big barrel.
It's got a place to hide behind.
Yeah, it kind of looks like a wheelbarrow style.
We got a little caption. It's the 45 millimeter anti-tank gun M1932 displayed in Finnish Tank Museum in Parola.
Sure.
Parola. All right. We got
Paola.
type anti-tank gun.
Woo.
Place of origin USSR.
Woo.
Production history produced from 1934 to 1937.
Woo.
Number built, 21,564 plus. There might be more than that out there.
Definitely more. That's just the kind of like that's like the low ball estimate of how many there are.
Variants. We have the 20K tank gun and the 21K AA gun.
Nice.
I guess anti-artillery.
Sure.
That's what AA stands for, I'm pretty sure.
I'll take your word for it.
It's got a hyperlink to it. We can't hit it yet.
Yeah,
but,
we can't. We'll land on it at some point. That'll be the next article that we hit, hopefully.
So
specifications we got on this motherfucker. Mass was horse-drawn at 450 kilograms or 990 pounds. That's a big bitch.
Yeah.
Tell you what. The motor is 510 kilograms or 1,120 pounds. Damn. So there were two variants: the horse-drawn and motorized one.
Yeah.
Which one would you rather be fucking with? The horse-drawn
one.
Just for the aesthetics of it.
Just for the aesthetics of it.
Yeah, just being like, I'm me and my fucking horse. Yuri are going to fucking take down this fucking tank.
Yeah.
That's fucking badass. So the length is 6.4 meters or 21 feet 0 inches, and the barrel length is 2.07 meters. That's 6 feet 9 inches. 69, dude.
69.
46 calibers. 46 calibers.
That's pretty cool.
Not bad.
Good job.
So we got shell is fixed QF 45 by 310 millimeter R. I don't know what that means.
Neither do I, but
Nice.
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you want to go one for one?
Yeah. We got shell weight 1.43 kilograms, 3.2 pounds.
Nice. Caliber is 45 millimeters or 1.8 inches.
Yeah. We got breech. Vertical sliding wedge.
Damn. Okay.
It's cool. That's what it looks like. Like that's the vertical. Yeah. Oh man.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
So it'll cut through the fucking the tank armor.
Let's
like
go,
fucking,
man.
Like
Let's
butter.
get one of these,
dude. Oh my god.
If we were in Texas, we'd be allowed.
I want to shoot like guns like this so fucking badly. A friend of mine went on vacation to Vietnam, and they have like an American War museum there where you can actually like shoot 50 cals with live ammunition.
That's insane.
Off the back of a Jeep. Like, it's so fucking sick.
You know, what's it called? We should. I'm.
Also, shout out Vietnam.
For
they
holding out.
They fucked our shit up bad. Like, we lost that. Like, nobody talks about that. Like, they always say that we surrender, but we got our fucking asses whipped. And then, moreover, on top of that, when we created the power vacuum that led to the Khmer Rouge in Cambodia, which led to the rise of Pol Pot, you know that the United States did nothing to stop Pol Pot, and you know who actually defeated Pol Pot in the Khmer Rouge?
Oh.
Vietnam. Vietnam went to war with them and beat them too. Vietnam fucking is sick.
I mean, like, what did you think was going to happen? That's what I always, like, when I think about, like, Vietnam, when I think about us going there, like, we were a nation that, like, literally ran onto fields to battle. And then they're like, yeah, let's go. We can win this jungle war where these people that actually know what's going on, like, dug tunnels and hid, like, just.
It's the same reason why the American Revolution worked so well. It's because we stopped playing by the fucking rules of warfare of the time and like standing in a big line and just volleying shots back and forth. No, they were just like, no, we learned a bunch of tactics from the Native Americans that we were fighting in the American Indian War, and we're gonna fucking hide behind trees and we're gonna fucking use guerrilla warfare tactics and urban warfare, and they fucking made the fucking British leave us the fuck alone.
The Vietnamese did something totally different. And
it's the same same in French Algeria. It's the same in Afghanistan. Multiple times over, Afghanistan keeps fucking kicking foreign invading and occupying forces out. And motherfucker, it's the same fucking thing with Gaza. You will not win, Israel and the United States. You will not win. History is not on our side. History is not on our side with this.
I mean, I don't want to be winning there. I just feel like
I just want it to fucking end.
It's just so.
I just want to see a free Palestine. I mean, but you know, wish in one hand, shit in the other. See which one fills up first. Yeah. You feel me? All right. So anyway,
recoil, hydro spring.
That's sick. That means like when you shoot it, it like bounces back.
Yeah.
So they got like a water spring that'll like put it back into.
I guess so. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So carriage, we got split trail.
Elevation to, I guess this is the angle. So the baseline angle, I guess, is 90 degrees. So it can go up to 25 degrees plus or down to, it's 180 degrees. So it can go to 25 degrees and then down to -8 below the
So I guess that's line. Like if they were like on an incline, if they had the upper if they could aim it down at
a downward angle.
That's where you want to be. I don't know much about warfare or logistics.
You want to be on a hill.
You want
looking
the high
down.
ground.
Yeah, you want the high ground.
It's like what what's his fucking
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah, what Obi-Wan said to Anakin. He said,
I've got the high ground.
And then dipshit fucking Anakin was just like, I'm gonna do a fancy little gay flip over you.
Super hubris right there. He
Absolutely.
was like, I am the chosen one.
Obi-Wan was like, you were supposed to be the chosen one, and then he just slices both legs and an arm off in one.
Jedis, I guess, maybe not cool. A hot take, but Jedis were the bad guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's just
they were the bad guys until they posed a power threat to Palpatine. And then Palpatine had to get rid of him because that was the only way he could seize power, is if there's no check or balance on his power. And that's what the Jedi served to do. But before that, the Jedi were the ones who were commanding the clone army and defeating any opposition to Palpatine. Am I wrong?
Yeah, also unelected religious zealot leaders who routinely steal children and then train them to be monks in their own private army.
Younglings. They call them younglings.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently
fucking pedophile. Like, dude, I love Star Wars, but goddamn, I hate Jedis.
I can't. I'm not sure if it's real, if this really happened, but because it's the anniversary of
Revenge of the Sith, the 20th year
in theaters. Apparently,
May the 4th just passed. This is late, but whatever.
Fuck, May 4th. May the 4th be with you is the fucking biggest load of horseshit ever. I fucking hate it because May 4th, 1970 is the day of the Kent State Massacre. That's what May the 4th should always be. Fuck Star Wars, and May 4th is when the National Guard converged on a Vietnam War demonstration at Kent State University and used live rounds and killed 4 student protesters.
Yeah, I'm gonna remember Star Wars. I don't care about that.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, you can remember a fucking made-up imaginary atrocity, the destruction of what was that dumb Danish hair bitch? What's her name? Old Nobra. Princess Leia. What was her planet?
Leia.
What was her planet? I'm blanking.
Alderaan.
Alderaan, yeah. Alderaan getting blown up. Ooh, wow. It's
Carrie Fisher.
Made up cartoon planet.
Carrie Fisher is a hero of the pod. She's not on the list, but she should be.
She'll be in the next...
okay, good.
She'll be in the next iteration.
She absolutely has to be.
Yeah, she rocks. Real talk, shout out Carrie Fisher. And also shout out Star Wars, but also please put some...
Star Wars...
Just acknowledge the fucking... If you're going to acknowledge Star Wars Day, all I'm asking is you firstly acknowledge the Kent State Massacre, because it's a little bit more prescient and important.
I don't know. I think that Star Wars, it gives the view of, insurgency the proper way.
Oh, yeah, there are a bunch of commie rebels. Star Wars was literally a metaphor for the
Vietnam War.
Yeah,
we've been spending a lot of time on the Vietnam War.
We love it. This is an apolitical podcast, but this is also a war podcast. This is
a weapon podcast.
And this is a weapon podcast. And the traverse of this is 60 degrees. I don't know what that means. Does that mean how much it can turn?
Yes, yeah, that's exactly what it means.
Fuck yeah.
Side to side.
Side to side action.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense.
So it's got a range of 60 degrees. Okay. Mm-hmm. Rate of fire is 15 rounds per minute.
Oh, wow. That's insane.
Because you have to reload. It's an anti-tank gun.
Yeah,
it's one will do you. You hit him with one. You hit him with one.
It's a 45 caliber, a 45 millimeter. That's huge.
Yeah. It's a 1.8 inch round that can pierce
a
tank armor. And if you get that fucking shit in there,
on your arm,
no
arm.
It's ricocheting off all over the place. Yep. It'll turn every
Jello.
It'll
Human
turn
Jello.
Every Nazi in there into Nazi Jello.
Yep. Muzzle velocity 760
meters per second.
2,500 feet per second. AP. I don't know what that means either.
The maximum firing range is 4.4 kilometers or 2.7.
Yes.
So, yes. It's a long range.
This is exactly what we need.
Yeah. You see, if you're able to scope out a fucking tank 2.7 miles away, you go. Pew!
Oh my god, dude!
Fucking gooify every Nazi bastard inside that bitch.
Real quick, I just looked at the little chapters we have in this Wikipedia article, and down at the 4th chapter is the 45 millimeter anti-tank gun, whatever it is, thing in Ukraine. I'm wondering if this is currently being reused in Ukraine right now for the Ukrainian-Russian war.
That'd be fucking crazy if they're still using World War II era weaponry.
I wouldn't put it past them. Actually,
if it works, it works.
We've been pumping so much money and weapons into the Ukraine, though. I don't know if
we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
We're going to history.
Let's talk about the history. So we got history. The gun bearing factory designation 19-K, Cyrillic 19-K. Was a combination of a modified carriage of the 37 millimeter anti-tank gun model 1930, built according to a documentation bought from Rheinmetall, with a 45 millimeter barrel, designed in March 1932 and adopted by the Red Army. Shout out on March 23rd, 1932. 45 millimeter caliber was selected because the large reserves of the French 47 millimeter shells could be converted to 45 millimeter by milling out the driving bands. That's interesting.
Interesting, yeah. So, they had to make do with what they had. Really cool.
Yeah. The resulting light quarter automatic anti-tank gun was discovered to be unsatisfactory due to low mobility and reliability problems. Ooh. And after a series of modifications, including the arrest of the project's chief designer on August 10, 1933, after several production defects were uncovered. That dude, he
was sabotaging them.
He might not have been sabotaging. He might have just been a useless piece of shit. And
just
so they
fucking
sent him to a fucking gulag. They were just they're like, come on, dude, quit fucking around.
Deserved.
One more chance. Yeah. Anyway, it was resent to Army trials 26th of December 1933. The resulting semi-automatic improved version was known as the 45mm anti-tank gun M1934. Russian, and it's a bunch of Cyrillic. I ain't reading all that.
Yeah.
These guns were deemed obsolete in 1937 and were replaced by the 45mm anti-tank M1937 or 53-K. The tank gun modification Russian 45mm and a bunch of Cyrillic I ain't reading. 20K was still in use in the first stage of the German-Soviet War. M1932 guns captured by the Germans were given the designation 4.5 cm Pak 184 parentheses R.
That was a lot there.
That's a lot of info.
Yeah, a lot of info. All right, we got next paragraph. The gun carriage was upgraded from wooden wheels to automobile GAZ-A Gaza.
Free Gaza.
Pneumatic free Gaza, free Palestine.
Free Palestine, save Gaza.
Save Gaza, yeah.
Fuck
Pneumatic wheels in 1934, and in 1936 the wheels were upgraded to sponge tires, raising the total mass of the gun to 560 kgs. The evolution from the 19K to the 53K gun was rather gradual, with improvements incorporated in the production lines several times. We got some pictures here of
that are not modified very well with the text. Are you also getting the text like bunched all the way to the left?
Yeah. So we got Tank Gun 20-K. We got two pictures. We got a color picture, which is from the back behind where you would fire from, without a very good shield.
I can't really tell what's going on in this picture. To be honest.
So like it's just
looks
sitting
like it's
on a board.
Table.
It's sitting on a board on a table. It's without wheels, and it's just the firing mechanism and what the controls from the one side. And there's a black and white picture with a bunch of really cool dudes getting ready to shoot some Nazis hiding behind it.
Yeah, and they're like next to this like pristine sort of river kind of setup.
Yep.
In a city center, and it looks like a pretty pleasant midday situation.
Yeah. They're getting ready to have a good time.
Absolutely. The Tank Gun 20K.
Yep.
The gun was installed in tanks and under the name 45mm tank gun model 1932 20K. In 1934, the gun was improved with a semi-automatic breech instead of the original quarter-automatic version. Other changes were in the elevation mechanism and the recoil system. It was used on a wide variety of Soviet tanks and fired the same ammunition as the anti-tank version. The gun was later improved into the 45mm tank gun model 1938, which had a electric firing system.
Cool.
That would have been my category for the record, but whatever, it's fine. Which had a electric firing system and a TOS stabilized in vertical plane only gun sight. Oh, that's neat. So stabilized the gun sight, allowing for accurate fire while the tank was in motion. The gyro, I'm hungry. The gyro stabilizer was removed from the design in 1941 due to inexperienced tank crews not activating the stabilizer. Dipshits.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not their fault. They lack experience.
Well, yeah, they were in war. They were probably grabbing anybody off the street and be like, "Yo, fire this gun at these Nazis."
There were press gangs who were, and they're doing that now in the Ukraine. They have press gangs that are just grabbing people off the street and conscripting them.
So horrible.
So it's crazy. During 1941 to 42, some surplus M1938 barrels were fitted to trailer carriages to replace the losses of anti-tank guns suffered in the opening stages of Operation Barbarossa. Although the Russian designation for these guns is not known, the Germans gave capture guns the designation 4.5 cm Pak 184-6 parentheses R.
All right, so we got a little table here. And then we have a list after that. But the table is year, and then it's the produced. So this is how many of these anti-tank guns were produced per year. So we got 1932, we had 10. 1933, we had 2,099.
That year's gonna suck. By the way,
that is going to be a shit year.
Imagine living that long, dude.
Well, we're all going. Well, not all of us. Our consciousness will be. I'm pretty sure that everybody that dies from here on out is getting uploaded into a computer to be tormented forever on.
Yeah, we talked about that a couple weeks. I told you about the Roko's obelisk or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm not too worried about that. The only thing I'm concerned about is living long enough to witness the day April 20th, 2069. So that way I can wake up one day and it's 4/20/69. I can say nice and then just die immediately.
Oh, that's one of the lyrics of a Swamp song that Connor wrote. Is
nice.
So what is it called?
Shout out Swamp City Rocker. Shout out Connor. Shout out
Connor
Patrick.
rules. Pat rules.
And
Matt
shout out
Matt, listener Matt. He's gonna listen to this. Matt rules. I didn't want.
Great band. Guy rules. I get to say that because I'm not Guy.
Yeah, I mean, I like the people in the band better than the band, but whatever.
You're out of your fucking mind. It's your best band, dude.
It's my only band right now. Oh no, Stag Party. Well, it don't matter. Anyway,
wait, Magic Relin ain't a band no more?
Not really. We just kind of like fell off. You know.
Damn.
It's just what happens.
It's a damn shame.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
You know, it happens. All right, we got 1934, 2005 were produced. 1935, 2,443 were produced. 1936 to 1940, 4 years, 15,007 were produced.
007.
Yeah, 007. And then 1941, we had 2,759. 1942, 5,090. And 1943, 3,040.
Nice.
All right, tanks and armored cars which mounted this gun included the BA-3, BA-6, BA-7, or no, 10, BA-11, T-26, T-50, tank. T-70, T-80, BT-5, BT-7, T-35, BT-20, or A-20, and the KV-8.
KV-8 sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
I mean, they all sound badass, but
yeah.
All right, so up next we got an anti-aircraft gun, 21K. You got a main article for that, but I guess it's a variant of this gun. But
yeah, so these are all parts. These are all from the base gun, the M1932, I think, right?
Right. Yeah. So we got a main article for this cocksucker, but we're not clicking on that. We'll land on it eventually. Eventually we'll get there. So starting in 1934, the barrel of the 19K was placed on a pedestal mount and used by the Soviet Navy as an anti-aircraft gun. It was not very effective in this role since it had to be loaded by hand, which kept its rate of fire down to about 25 to 30 rounds per minute. That's still
fucking
that's
a lot,
a lot
of
for the time, yeah. And its lack of a time fuse meant that it had to score a direct hit to damage its targets. Okay, that actually does sound kind of shit. Like you gotta get a lucky shot off of this cocksucker. All right, so we got ammunition and ammunition types. We got All right, we got B240 or BR240, which is armor piercing.
Hell yeah.
We got armor piercing chemical.
That sounds
crazy. That sounds like it's against
all of these things.
Sounds like it's against the Geneva Convention.
All of these things have hyperlinks connected to them. We are not clicking on them, but
we'll get to them
eventually.
Yeah, so we got UBR 240P, which is armor piercing composite rigid.
I thought that was a band.
What?
They did that Red Wine song, right?
It's UB40.
UBR 240P.
Nah, it's
red. No.
You take out the R, the 2, and the P, and you got it. You nailed it.
Okay, yeah.
So we got UBR 243P, which is a subcaliber armor piercing round. UBR 243 SP, which is armor piercing. UBZR 243, which is armor piercing incendiary.
That's sick.
That's the shit I want.
Yep.
You pierce through the tank wall
and set them on fire.
You light them on fire, and you have a nice little fucking like beer can Nazi roast going on.
It's exactly what
Hell
it is.
Yeah. We got UO243, which is fragmentation. That'll fuck everybody.
That
up.
Just blows everything. Oh, and the shrapnel.
Yeah, it'll just shred everything like cheese. The same thing with the USSH243, which is shrapnel.
And then just smoke.
Just smoke rounds. That's fine. You smoke them out.
Smoke them out.
Use what you got to use.
Performance. Oh, we have another table.
Another fucking table. Fuck
I hate tables, but like this article is super interesting to me. I'm pretty stoked on it.
You're forgiving.
Yeah, just because we got something cool. Not British.
I gotta say, this is by far the coolest article we've landed on so far
in a while.
Ever probably.
No, I still think
Big Dick Billings.
Yeah,
this is about a gun though.
It is about a gun. Chew the Fat. Chew the Fat was so good.
This is about a gun, though.
Chew the Fat was about chewing the fat.
That was fine. It was a good one.
Awesome.
I'm not arguing that it was a good one, but this is better.
You know what? All right. I'm gonna just give in. I'm not gonna argue because
there's nothing to argue. It's about a fucking gun.
It's a personal preference of mine, but I was gonna say overall the population will be with you, and you're right.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm just saying personal preference.
Personal preference is fine.
Yeah.
You're entitled to your opinion.
Exactly. It's like,
as wrong as it may be.
It's like somebody saying they like Pepsi over Coke. They're clearly wrong, but they can personally like Pepsi more than Coke.
No one's stopping them.
Exactly.
And
that's how I'm feeling here.
You should choose Pepsi over Coke because I'm pretty sure Coke is BDS. I think they're officially on the BDS list.
I think they all are.
What?
I think Pepsi is too.
Pepsi is too?
Yeah.
Just drink water, everybody. Or beer.
Or
is beer on BDS? Is there
there's probably most beer is produced by one of 4 brewing.
Right. God damn it.
I mean,
I don't want to just drink water though. I like bubbles.
Spindrift.
I do bubbles. No, I do Polar.
Polar's good too, but Spindrift is better.
Listener, if you want to email us coupons for Polar Lime or Spindrift, what's your favorite?
Blood orange, blood orange, grapefruit, lemon.
I just
in that
go
order.
I stick to lime. I love Polar Lime. It's my favorite sparkling situation. Don't at me. Just send me coupons.
Yep. All right. So we got calculated penetration. Oh, hell yeah.
I got some
great.
penetration.
We got type.
Pal.
All right. We got type. Which is the, I guess this is from the distance it's shot at. All right. We got 100 meters or 110 yards, 500 meters or 550 yards, 1,000 meters or 1,100 yards, 1,500 meters or 1,600 yards, 2,000 meters or 2,200 yards. This is just proof, yards are better because they're bigger.
They are bigger. Bigger is better.
Bigger is better. Always better.
Always better.
Always better.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think that's entirely correct, but I'm going with that.
No, I fully agree. Dinosaurs better.
Better. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we got APHE, 61 millimeters.
What's APHE stand for? Are we taking a guess?
I'm just thinking this is really sexual to me. So I'm just saying that's somebody's dick, what he calls it. So 61 millimeters or 2.4. This is little dick. 2.4 inches dick. That's where it penetrated.
I mean, yeah,
that's
sure.
How much it penetrated.
2.4 inches. That's real. That's small. Oh no.
Then we got 46 millimeters, which is 1.8 inches penetrated. Then we got 32 millimeters. That's 1.3 inches penetrated. This is not good. The bigger the yards,
the more distance there is, the less penetration.
The less penetration.
Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, 22 millimeters. That's 0.87 inches of penetration. And then at 2,200 yards, we have 0.59 inches, 15 millimeters of penetration.
Now, the next type we have is APBC-HE. At 100 meters, we have 59 millimeters or 2.3 inches. At 500 meters, we have 45 millimeters or 1.8 inches. At 1,000 meters, we have 35 millimeters or 1.4 inches. At 1,500 meters, we have 29 millimeters or 1.1 inch. At 2,000 meters, we have 26 millimeters or 1.0 inches.
All right, here we go. Some deep penetration coming in on the APCR.
This seems like the one that you don't want to fuck with.
Yeah, this one will get you deep. Yep. He's going to dig your guts out.
Deep and hard.
It's not good.
Nope.
All right, we got 94 millimeters, 3.7 inches penetrated.
Fuck it, dead.
64 millimeters. This is at 500 yards away. He's penetrating you from 500 meters away. 64 millimeters, 2.5 inches. And then at 1,000 meters or 1,100 yards, we have 40 millimeters, 1.6 inches. And then the last ones, they just stopped because they got so deep, they just didn't even go. So they're blanks.
They're like, that shit'll kill you too. Like, we don't even need to calculate it.
All right.
So moving on, we've got 45 millimeter anti-tank M1932
Oh my God, I was right.
19K in Ukraine.
I was right.
At least one 45 millimeter anti-tank gun M1932 19K was cited being used by Russian unit in Kursk during January of 2025.
Holy
captured
shit.
on FPV drone footage by a Ukrainian drone team.
That's how good these guns are.
Yeah, they're still using them to this day. I mean, unfortunately, they should. I mean, war is hell. We're not a pro-war.
We're vehemently anti-war.
We're an apolitical anti-war podcast, and we're not going to say one way or another how we feel about Ukraine. We will say how we feel about Palestine, free Palestine. Ukraine's a fucking crazy situation that I don't fully understand. I tend to lean towards the Ukrainian side because it was instigated by Russia. Like, Russia invaded. And that's fucking bullshit. They shouldn't have done that.
In general, my rule of thumb is I go whoever has the most money and the most resources and the most power. If they're the aggressor, they're wrong. That's how I view.
If your land is being occupied, you have the right to defend yourself.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's just how I feel in general. I do not like bullies. I do not like rich people. I fucking hate them. I hate cops who are the security guards of rich people.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't like Vladimir Putin.
I hate Putin. I hate Nazis. I hate Azov Battalion.
Oh, the Azov.
Ukraine's got legit Nazis. They have a legit Nazi problem, which sucks because as much as fucking Putin's an autocrat, they're like they are like hyper capitalistic and a borderline a fascist state themselves.
I wouldn't even say borderline.
Like full blown. All right, fuck it. We'll say it's a full blown oligarchical fascist state, much like the United States. Like the United States right now are a full blown oligarchical fascist state.
Yeah, we've been a full blown for a long time.
This is an apolitical podcast, by the way.
But we've been that. But we're just now it's open and in the air.
The point is, there's a lot of people who like to run around with I stand with Ukraine shit, but then stay
right behind there. I have a bag.
Hell yeah. But then stay. That's just a Walmart bag, you dipshit.
No. That's a bag. I purchased it from somebody to help send some aid to
Azov Battalion.
No, it was. But it was the beginning of the war.
No, it goes to the non-Nazi guys there.
Yeah, I don't know.
Which is also funny too, because I mean, what I was saying was it gives Putin ammunition to turn around and kind of be like, oh, we're just denazifying the Ukraine, but it's like you're using Russian mercenaries who are also Nazis. Yeah. Also, like one of his war ministers has like straight up like swastika tattoos or some shit. Like it's shit's crazy.
It's insane. Also using prisoners of using not like forced labor prisoners from China, North Korea, and India too. Crazy. It's like I don't know like what to even like. This is the hellscape of media that we live in. We don't have good information on anything. We know that there
is good information out there. We're just too dumb to figure it out. We're just getting all of our information off Wikipedia and reading it to you dipshits.
Yeah,
and this is an apolitical podcast. And if you're looking to us for any sort of actual opinion outside of just be loud, be proud, and be as vocal as you can about your support for Palestine right now, because people are getting black bagged and they're talking about, jailing people and giving them fines of up to $1 million for literally just for boycotting, for participating in BDS and being vocal advocates for Palestine. Fuck them. Like, don't let their fucking silence tactics work. Just say free Palestine as much as you can. But any other opinion aside from what I just said, take it with a grain of salt. We're probably just joking around, or I have no idea what the fuck we're talking about. And
mostly not knowing. Yeah. I'd say, like, if you need real information, listen to the Joe Rogan Experience.
Yeah, or Daily Wire,
Fresh and Fit,
unbiased sources. Is Andrew Tate still broadcasting?
He was spotted in California.
Yeah, Alex Jones, Infowars.
Infowars.
There's a war of information out there. That is true.
Like these are the people that you can get actual information. Alex Jones predicted 9/11.
Yeah. Well, anyway, getting back to the article though, the drone impacted the abandoned UAZ vehicle being used to pull the gun. Okay, so they didn't kill the gun, but they killed the vehicle using to pull the gun. So now we got references.
So it wasn't just like a drone. It was a stupid war drone. Great.
Yep, pretty cool. All right, so we got references. Number 1, Chamberlain, Peter, 1974. Anti-tank weapons, Gander Terry, New York. Arco Pub Co., page 54, ISBN. Blah, 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 blah.
Bullshit.
Who cares?
All right, number 2, 38 to 37 caliber cartridge. Oh, sorry, I got the hiccups right now.
That's all good, bro.
Hold on,
Power through
www.
it. You want me to take over?
queryhs.co.uk archive from the original on 16 March 2018, retrieved 30 September 2017.
You want me to take over references until you get past
No.
these,
I'm good.
Okay, nice. Number 3, we got a bunch of Cyrillic. I'm not reading all that.
Nope.
At war-arms.info. Retrieved the 29th of December 2016.
Then we got number 4, 45 and then some Cyrillic stuff, 1932/38, battlefield.ru.
It's probably a sick website.
More Cyrillic stuff. It's basically a hyperlink. Battlefield.ru, archived from the original on 21 December 2011, retrieved 28 December 2016.
Nice. We got 5. Same thing, a bunch of Cyrillic. I ain't even going to attempt it. war-arms.info. Retrieved 29th of December 2016.
Then we got Bird Lauren, Livingston, Robert 2001, World War II ballistics, armor and gunnery, Albany, New York, USA, Overmatched Press, OCLC, 711-43143.
Real quick, you call Albany? Or you just...
It was just because I said armory and then I didn't.
You held on to the A
did
sound.
something. I was like,
Your
to be
brains got
perfectly
scrambled a little
honest, I was unsure what the word was, and like I just started like saying an A word that wasn't probably that, and then recognized it when I saw the New York by there, and my brain completed the word.
That makes perfect sense. So last edited 2 months ago by 2001
robot.
D08 D8 E27E B4A7 104B 9327 ... There's probably longer, but I ain't reading all that.
Yeah, it's not worth it. All right,
go work on the article though, Mr. Robot Man.
Yeah.
Or Mrs. Robot Lady. You know, we're a pretty progressive podcast. We're a progressive apolitical podcast. You know, dames can be robots too nowadays.
Related articles.
Usually sex robots though.
Well, yeah. I mean, all robots. Listen, any robot's a sex robot if it's got, you know.
If you're creative enough.
You just got to be creative.
You gotta use your imagination, folks.
Yeah, you know, they all have, every robot has bearings and gears that need lube.
Yep. So where there is a will, there is a hole.
Exactly. You can find one.
Absolutely. So related articles, you got 45 millimeter anti-tank gun M1942, M42, Soviet-made military hardware.
45 millimeter anti-tank gun M1937 53-K anti-tank gun.
And we've got 37 millimeter anti-tank gun M1930 1K anti-tank gun. That was the predecessor to the anti-tank gun that we were just talking about.
It's got the wooden wheels. There's like little pictures. This was a great pod.
This was a fucking fantastic article.
Home run. Way to start off the fucking day.
Yeah, love it. Actually, I don't really feel like recording another one. Do you?
No.
Do we need to?
We got one coming out. And then this one will cover us for Sunday if we want to wait. If we miss this weekend,
no stress.
Which we will miss this weekend because it is Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, true. Happy Mother's Day, everybody.
Wait a minute. So this one will be coming out on Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
I love you.
I love you, Mom.
All right, bye.
Bye.